Daddy born poor, Mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. 4 babies in the backseat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. It is Tuesday morning, February 4th, 2025, 6:30. Here at Forex Smart Trade, our mission is to help create successful and profitable currency traders. And we do that by teaching people how to trade with our simple but very accurate proprietary trading indicators. And this morning, I am going to demonstrate one of the dozen different trade signals that we have. We are so confident in how well the indicators perform and in our ability to teach you to use them that once we've trained you, we'll let you trade with our money and split what you make. So it's a win-win for both of us. We get an added kicker because you're using our money. You get the confidence of knowing you've got a safety net of somebody working with you who is very good at what they do. So with that, let's see what we've got this morning. We first need to listen to this guy, and then we'll get going.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
We teach with a number of different tools. We've got a vault full of training videos. We've got a curriculum that's been worked out that gives you the information that you need to know to do this right. We've got group training sessions. We've got the personalized one-on-one, which we think is the most effective tool we have in order to get you from point A to point B in the most efficient manner. And we do these live trades where we come on and we walk you through, experienced trader walks you through their analysis. And by watching them, you can learn from them. I do 3 a week. We did one last night, and we've got one this morning and Thursday morning. Every afternoon at around 4:15, I also send out an overnight trade setup. Last night's trade we got stopped out on, and we'll go over that in just a minute. But both of the overnight trades closed profitably. In fact, they closed before we hit 5 o'clock. Once you become a member, every morning we've got a live trade. Every evening we have a live trade. We have started sending out, or we will be starting sending out trade signals that you can copy. And if you've been following my trade results, I've been taking them for the last week, and they're terrific. All of them have hit, and very, very accurate. And it greatly simplifies things because it tells you when the trade's there. All you got to do is go and check it and then take it. One of the things we are a big believer in is you can't have enough training. Coaching is essential, or reinforcing the fundamentals is essential, and we are constantly training. And when you work with us, you work a year at a time. So that continuing to work on the fundamentals, no matter how good you get, is kind of important. Professionals continue to practice and work on the fundamentals. It's no different in trading. I like to work off of a little checklist that helps keep me focused, make sure I don't miss anything. Every morning I refresh the green chart, clears out the memory, picks up any updates they've done. To me, this is one of the most important kind of skills you have in your toolbox, and that is to go back and take a look at trades that didn't go the way that you wanted. Last night we took a trade on the dollar yen, and it got stopped out. So let's just take a real quick look and see what happened, so that we can understand it better. Because that learning as to what I do wrong, what was wrong with the signal is kind of important. Let's do it this way. All right, I'm going to open this up, and I'm not going to. Well, I guess we could go over the signal. We took the trade right here. I'll go back and show you the signal in just a second on this candle, and we there was one, the pressure wasn't quite there, but we took the trade anyways, and we were hovering right above this resistance line. On this trade, this is a trade where you have to kind of figure out how many pips you want to take versus it being predetermined. And generally, support and resistance are spots where the candles seem to naturally stop. So you can see how it's bouncing on this, bouncing on these lines. Well, we were above this line, and although we had a sell signal, I didn't want to trade through this line. So we took a pending sell, and that pending sale, we moved it a little bit beyond where the peek through would be, so that if it broke this line and started trading down into this region, we would take the trade. Now it didn't. We were okay. It didn't break through on this hour, but it broke through here, because we were right around here. I guess I should have marked it so that we still have it to look at. It came down, and our take profit was right. It was like within this candle, and you can see we were shy. It was probably within the base of this candle, so we were shy. It did a peek through, came back, and then reversed. So we did get the direction, and most of the trades we take here will be market trades. So a pending trade, a sell stop, is a little more complicated. We tried to accommodate that with the idea that if it did break through, it would keep going. And we tried to leave enough room to accommodate the peek through, but it peeked through, and then we went for just a few too many pips. It didn't make it. We were right around here on our take profit, and we missed, and then it reversed, and we were gone. So the signal was right. It did come down. Maybe we shouldn't have taken a pending trade, or even if we used a little. This is kind of a big peek through, where it peeked through, but then pulled back to the line. So to look at the trade. Let us go to and we'll just go back in time. So what was it? 02, 325, and it was 355 when we took the trade. So we can go right back to what we were looking at. Oops, that was not the right date. 03. All right, so overbought, everybody's going down, double cross, great steepness on the green line. On the TNTs, 2 orange lines going down, 2 blue lines going up. So we've got all 4 here. We've got sideways pressure. What makes it sideways is that the green is going down, the red is going up. But we took it anyways. And so actually we kind of broke 2 rules here. One, we didn't have the pressure with us. And the confirmation I like is that on the 2-hour and the 4-hour that we're overbought on both. So here we're kind of overbought. The majors haven't gone into the overbought area. So that's a little marginal. But here we're not overbought. On the 4-hour, we're oversold and the lines are kind of going up. So this by itself should have been enough to kind of not take the trade. Like I broke the rule. I want both of these overbought. And the reason I want both of these overbought is if this weakens, we'll still pick up the trade off of one of these two. But we had down here, and the green line's going down here. So I made an exception. So the exception kind of killed me in this case. So I veered away a little bit from the strictness of the rule. I didn't have the pressure with me, and I didn't have the confirmation with me. So we'll be more strict next time around. So again, that's the value of the review. So I cut a couple corners thinking that I was a little bit smarter than the market, and I'm not. I need to stay more tightly to the rule that's presented because I know the rule works. We are technical traders. We are trading based on the price action, and but news does impact currency prices. So I want to know what those news events are so that we can kind of trade around them. And the place I like to see what those news events are Forex Factory. Forex Factory breaks news down into kind of 3 categories. Yellow, which is low impact, which I ignore. Orange, which is medium impact. I also ignore those, but some people pay attention to them. And red, which is high impact. And this morning we've got a red on the US dollar at 10 a.m. Usually I don't like to trade within a 2-hour window, so that would put us up to 8. So if we had a trade that we thought was going to close quickly, we could maybe take it. But we've got, I've already taken a look. We've got some good non-USD trades this morning. So we're just going to skip the USD because we're too close to this news event. The trade I am going to do, we've got a dozen different signals, but the trade I'm going to do is this one, the 10-point trade signal. When we coach somebody, we try to customize the trade plan based on your availability to trade and what your risk preferences are. So this is the one I principally trade with, but the overnight trade's a little bit different, different strategy. So on this 1-hour chart, on a 1-hour chart, trade's going to be worth anywhere from 5 to 35 pips. And my sweet spot's 11, and I'm looking to get in and get out within 1 to 3 hours. And we basically what the strategy is, there's 3 sections to the chart. I want the lines from all 3 sections to line up. And when they do, that's a high probability trade. The chart we're going to trade off is called the Light 6 Major. It's a standard, one of our standard charts. It's a composite. Oops. Why aren't we? There we go. Light 6 Major. It's one of a composite chart. It's showing us 6 different currency pairs. In this case, they're all US based. I start with the middle section, which we call the majors and minors. I am looking for situations. The red and green line is the major indicator. The black and gray line is the minor indicator. This horizontal blue line is the overbought line. This horizontal red line is the oversold line. So I'm looking for situations where the lines are either oversold and going up like they are here, and I want to kind of ride it through the channel. And you can see we've got 2 green candles here as it goes through the chart, or overbought and the lines are going down. So we're overbought, all the lines are going down. I have what I call a double cross, red line on top, black line on top. And I'm looking for this green line to be greater than 45 degrees. So we have all 4 elements. Then what I would do is I would jump up to the TNTs, count how many of these lines are supporting. I want at least 3 of them supporting. Thick orange is coming down, supporting it. The blue lines are inversely related. So when blue goes up, that means sell. So I only have 2 of the 4 here. I want 4 of the 4. I want 3 of the 4. So we're going to pass. Now, I know I'm looking at this, and I said we're not going to trade the USD, but just to help you see a good setup, overbought, everybody's coming down, double cross, good steepness, 2 orange lines coming down, 2 blue lines going up. So I've got all 4 here. Then I'm going to jump down to the pressure, and I've got sideways pressure. I want either both these lines going down, or I want the red line on top. So I don't have it here. This is also good. We've got all 4. 1 overbought, 2 all the lines going down, 3 we've got the double cross, 4 we've got good steepness on the green line. I will consider a trade so long as the green line is halfway or less, which it is. So all 4 here, all 4 here, 2 orange lines going down, 2 going up, but sideways pressure. So pressure's not there. Again, only 2 of the 4 here, so we'll pass. Good setup. All 4 here, but the pressure's against us again. Here we're more than halfway, and there's kind of a kink in the line where we're going from more steep to less steep, so I'm going to pass. Sideways pressure, but red is on top, but we only have 2 of the 4 here. Only 2 of the 4 here. So I've cloned this chart, made a second one. So let's take a look. These are non-US pairs. Overbought, everybody's coming down. Double cross. Steepness is okay. 2 orange lines coming down, 2 blue lines going up. So all 4 here. Up pressure with green on top, so nothing there. Australian dollar, yen. We've got all 4 here, but we're trading on a 1-hour chart, and it's evening in both of these markets. So I want one of these markets to be a daytime. So if one of the markets aren't daytime and I'm trading on a 1-hour chart, I'm going to pass. Euro, Canadian dollar oversold going down. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, again, the time isn't right. It's evening in both of these markets. Pound yen, overbought, everybody's coming down. Double cross, good steepness on the green line. So we've got all 4 here. 2 orange lines going down, 2 blue lines going up, all 4 here. We've got weak up pressure. What makes it weak is the slope of the lines and how close the lines are. But the red line is on top. So that's a point. 1, a 4, 4, so 9 points. let's take a look at the full chart. So once I have everything I want here, I'm going to confirm it. And I'm going to confirm it by looking at a full pound yen chart. And a full pound yen chart is going to show me multiple time periods. So here's the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour, 8 hour, 12 hour, and day. And what I want to see on the 2 hour and the 4 hour is that we're overbought. So we're overbought here. It doesn't necessarily have to be going down like it is here, but I want us overbought, and we're overbought here. Again, it doesn't have to be going down. So I've got my confirmation. When I have my confirmation, then I need to figure out what the chart is what the trade is worth. Some of the trades we do are kind of predetermined. Some of them you need to figure out. So I am going to look at a clean chart. And since I trade this regularly, I've got the support and resistance already kind of built in. And as I said before, the support and resistance are spots where the candles seem to naturally stop. And I'm going to trade within the channel that the current candle's in. Now, if I'm looking here, I'm trading into an uptrend. So trading into an uptrend with a sell trade, I'm going to be a little bit more conservative on what we're going to take. So here we are. And I want to know how many pips we have. And I am going to trade within the band that we're in. So this is, so it's about 7.5 pips. Down and 11 pips up. These tend to be like, this is kind of a little bit smaller band. I don't want to take a trade right now. I want to see if we can find a better trade that's worth more pips. Because I don't want to trade through this line. So let's see what else. Let's see what else we've got. Euro Australian dollar just about reaching oversold, so nothing there. Again, I want it above or below, and the line's going in the other direction. So Canadian dollar yen, overbought. Everybody's coming down, double cross, and good steepness on the green line. We're just about a little bit better than 45 degrees. 2 orange lines coming down, thick blue coming up. So 3 of the 4 up pressure with red on top. Let's take a look for the confirmation. Confirmation Canadian dollar yen, overbought. In this case, they're still going up. That's okay. And then let's look and figure out what let me see if I've put this in yet. No. All right, so let's Canadian dollar yen. All right, so we're going to crunch it up so we get some more data spots to draw our support and resistance in. So again, the support and resistance are spots where the candles seem to naturally stop. So right in here, in here, in here, over here, over here, over here. Kind of stops in here, in here, in here, over here. And let's open it up a little bit. And let's see how many pips we've got. So that's 41 pips down. And 8 pips up. And then how about if we just go down to here, where the base of these candles are. That's 20 pips. All right, so we're going to take a 20 pip sell on the Canadian dollar yen. A 20 pip sell on the Canadian dollar yen. Let's just, you know what? Hold on. Let's just take one more look at the chart. The only thing I don't like here, I prefer to have the green line a little closer to entering the channel. I prefer to have the green line a little closer to entering the channel. But we're going to go ahead and take the sell. So you can do it in your simulator, or if you're using MetaTrader. I don't have Canadian dollar yen here, so I'm going to go to File, New Chart. It's going to be in this third grouping, Canadian dollar yen. Where are you? Right here. I'm going to make it 1 hour, so we're looking at kind of the same thing. I'm going to go to New Order. My lot size is a function. This is a demo account. It's a function of how much is in the account. I'm going to move the decimal place over 4 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1.35 will be my lot size or volume. 1.35. I can take anywhere from half of that to double it. I'm just going to take the 1.35, market sell. Once it's recorded, I am going to right click on it, go to modify, and we said 20 pips. 20 pips is 200 points. I just add an extra 0, click the little blue button. It does the math for me. We'll use a 3-to-1 on this. So if we used 20 pip take profit, we'll put a 60 pip stop loss in there. And then I am going to click it, and I'm going to pull this back just a little bit because I want to be within the base of this candle, base of this red candle here. So I'm going to just pull it back just a little bit. There we go. See how the line is within the base of these two candles, and we can tighten this up a little bit too. Bring it down a little bit. All right. So we took a sell on the Canadian dollar yen for about 18 pips, and the take profit is 107,613. 107,613. Oh no, I'm sorry, 107,449. 107,449 with the stop loss of 108.123. 108.123. All right, gang, thanks for joining me this morning. I expect this to close within the next 3 hours. If you want to learn to trade, learn to do anything, best way to do it, find somebody who's good at it and get them to teach you. We are very good at it. We'd love to teach you. And in fact, we're so confident that we can teach you. We'll let you trade with our money. If you have any questions, just get on my calendar, and I'm happy to answer them. Have a terrific day, and we'll see you this afternoon with the overnight trade setup. Bye-bye.